Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you. And this new position that you've created for yourself is going to carry you through the next chapter of your life's work. And you've worked very hard to create this position for yourself. I'm getting the word skill set. There's something about your skills. There's something that you can do that other people can't do in the way that you do. It's very authentically you. Maybe you are a poet and you don't even know it. I see you showing up as the... That's terrible. I see you showing up as the King of Swords today. This is not about gender. There just may be an element of you embodying some masculine aspect of yourself. You may be taking more action. You may be asserting yourself. Something about communication here. You may be speaking your truth. Inspiring other people to take action is what I'm getting. The King of Swords has put a lot of time and energy into reaching some level of success. Again, I'm getting something about your skill set here. And the King of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So I really do believe that what is happening here has something to do with a shift in your perspective and the way that you're seeing yourself. This may even be a very subtle shift, which is actually opening up a lot of doors for you, creating a lot of forward movement in your life. Because I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has been in this King of Swords position for quite some time. But what's different now is that you're seeing this in yourself. You're perceiving yourself differently because you've been showing up for long enough. There's enough evidence here. It feels logical. It's like you have no choice but to see how good you really are. Not from an egoic perspective, but it's just this knowing that you have something to contribute. You're a leader. You can serve and show other people how to serve. You have this sense of agency, and you can make your own decisions, basically, in a way that's fair, in a way that's balanced. And this puzzle piece, this key, which is your perspective of yourself, it's allowing you to see things from a much higher perspective. Like, you're really just seeing the bigger picture here. And what I get is that you're moving away from this competitive energy. And this may be energy around you, but I feel like many of you have in the past been competing with yourself, not in the healthiest way. Maybe from a place of like some shame or feeling a bit of like unworthiness and just having to constantly push and strive to be better. And you're actually moving away from that because of this shift in your perspective, and you're moving away from it in favor of new intuitive abilities. Like, you're the King of Swords in this masculine energy, and there's a lot of logic here. And you have your own belief systems. You have the ability to take action, but you're very much aware that there is a divine presence here. There is something greater that is flowing through you. And by moving away from this energy of having to compete and strive and push, it's opening up like a new facet when it comes to your intuition. You are very much allowing. It's very balanced here, like balancing this masculine and the feminine energy, moving away from the Five of Wands in reverse into the High Priestess energy. Mirrors like might be significant here. You might be doing some kind of mirror work. Animal communication as well. And I see you kind of looking towards the next stage of the plan is what I'm hearing, like the next part of the adventure. It's like you've been working to create some kind of a position for yourself energetically because you have a goal. You have some kind of a really big vision for your life. And it's requiring you to, again, just let go of these old belief systems like you've been doing. The Five of Wands in reverse remaining on the bottom of the deck here. And I get the Death and Rebirth and the Queen of Cups. Really interesting too, because these cards came out a few readings ago in different positions, but goes back to what I was saying. Like, you are in this King of Swords energy, but you are allowing the feminine, intuitive information and knowledge to flow through you. You're kind of surrendering to the heart space because you understand that there's so much in there for you. You're doing some kind of like water bending, like at this time, like some kind of avatar like type energy here, sound healing, and it's because you see this cosmic intelligence within you. The more that you strip this ego away and you see things from the perspective of your higher self, you see your interconnectedness with the cosmic intelligence of all things. You really see that everything is connected, really, and so there's no point in competing. It's like it's something to do with the ego. I'm seeing the Hanged Man card, and it's like when you're in this kind of energy, the competition is absolutely futile here. And it's like what's happening now is there's something in your reflection that you understand that you need to let go of. It's like maybe you're juggling a lot of activity in the 3D. Maybe you're doing a lot of work. You got a few different things on the go. You're feeling a bit like the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Like, this perspective that you've reached, it may be difficult to, like, walk away from it in an emotional sense, too. There may be some kind of emotional attachment that you have to this work. It may make you feel really in control. When you're taking a lot of action and you're juggling a lot of things, it may make you feel like you're making progress or something. It's like you can't, it's hard to walk away from that level of activity because when you're doing all of this work, it feels like there's forward movement because it's familiar. But you're reaching a new perspective in the way that you see yourself. You're seeing yourself differently now. You're seeing yourself as somebody who doesn't have to juggle and do all of the work. And I get that maybe there's people around you who are playing their role. And there's this, I'm getting this message about the puzzle piece again. There's like pieces that are falling into place here, and you're showing up, playing your role, using your voice, transmitting your vibration, and you've got other people around you who are matching you and helping you, and the whole thing's moving itself forward. And if this isn't other people, this could just be you co-creating with the universe, and it feels more like life is supporting you in this. So you don't have to be in the Two of Pentacles in reverse energy. Like, I gotta put some stuff down here because like I really don't need to do it, and it's actually affecting my energy is what I'm getting. There's something about, you understand that there's a way to do this in a different way. There's a new set of tools that you're using here. It's like you're using your energy more effectively, and you understand that you can use the law of attraction, visualization, continue to like work on your belief systems. You understand that the inner work is more effective than taking action in the 3D. And again, I think I'm talking to somebody who's known this for quite some time, or has been believing this for quite some time, but you've stepped into a new chapter in your life where you just know. It's becoming part of your identity is the word I'm getting. Identity. Your identity is a vessel or a channel for divine energy. And you're balancing that ability to be a conduit, balancing that out with your ability to like use your mind as a tool. House 4. I get cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Just really confirming what I was saying, that like to be in control is very comfortable, and now there's a whole new way of doing things here. And I get the sun. May take being seen. That's what I'm getting, like shining your light, being seen. Self-express and embody truth. Again, this masculine energy that you're really embodying at this time. And I get house 11, something to do with, like, I get the word service, even though that's more of a house 6 thing, but there's something about your community and understanding that there's a role that you're here to play as a leader when it comes to some kind of community or some kind of a group here. And you understand that this is about the future. Now, you're embodying a version of yourself that is more congruent with an identity that you can see in the future. It's like you have in a way, you have a plan for yourself, or you have a dream, you have a vision. You understand the direction that you want to go in, and you've leveled up to the point where you can be this character in the next stage of your life. I'm seeing the shoulder padding here. Like, you have broad shoulders. You've worked really hard. You've got this sense of it's like dependency. There's consistency here because you walk in alignment with your words. You walk the walk, right? And you're starting to embody this new version of self that it's like you'd planned it for yourself. It's like you knew that you wanted to be this person. And the time is now. So what I'm hearing, like the time is now, because everything's falling into place and you see yourself as this version. And it's bigger than the ego identity, and it's not, this isn't a small thing, because I get the South Node on the bottom of the deck. It's like a major karmic cycle. This is something that has been shaping you and tempering you because of a decision that was made pre-birth. Like, there's been this plan for you, and life is this dance between the divine plan and our free will to act it out on the level that we choose or we really want to embody here. And I think that there was just a lot of emotional processing, or there's still a lot of emotional processing that's taking place as you move through this. And that's why I really like that you're showing up as the Queen of Cups and the Death and Rebirth card. You know, I get this Scorpio energy, Pisces energy. I mentioned the High Priestess earlier. You know, House 4. So it's all about this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, allowing this flow, allowing the flow in your life. And it's emotional work, so you have to kind of allow this thing to do its thing. It's like a process that you have to kind of allow, because you can't really clamp down and force these emotions to conform to some kind of a plan. You've got to feel it. You then potentially need to express it and release it, and then you continue to move things forward. And what you might find is that you don't even realize, but there's parts of these old experiences, there's an emotional attachment to old experiences that we're still carrying, and you don't even realize. So you do another deep dive and you feel even more and you express even more, and it becomes this process, right? But you guys are 100% moving through it. I think there's a message here about, like, don't let this make you feel uninspired with the Star in reverse. Like, trust that this process is happening for you and it's tempering you into the version of self that you really want to be. So don't get down on yourself if you feel like you're not making progress at the speed that you would really like. Yeah, I get the Knight of Swords. It's like, there's something here about detachment. Like, once you really let go of, and it comes back to how taking action and making progress and being in this Two of Pentacles energy, it comes back to how that made you feel in the past. Like, it's still kind of playing out, but in an emotional sense. Like, you might find yourself doing this introspection and this emotional work, and you still might be catching yourself feeling like you want to make more progress so that you feel more in control, and you feel like it might come back to self-worth as well. Like, perfectionism might be relevant here, your relationship with making progress. And this message is kind of saying, as soon as you detach from the outcome, when it comes to the emotional work, there's going to be a lot of forward movement. It's going to create a sense of lightness. There's some kind of heavy energy that you're shedding. And I think the detachment's a big part of it. The King of Swords is very detached. So it's going to be easy for you to really embody this. And that's when I get the Magician coming out. So it's part of this creative process. It's going to require focus is what I'm getting. So really get very intentional here, and continue to use your discernment, and continue to do the meditation, and continue to trust in your relationship with the divine, and keep an eye out for all of the evidence that you are co-creating with the universe. All of the signs are popping up for a reason. All of the synchronicities are popping up for a reason here. And it's kind of communicating to you, these signs in the universe, it's communicating to you that you are becoming the leader in your own life. You're paving your own way here, and you're shining your light, as this Sun card would suggest. Like, you are this beacon of masculine hope, because you're really balancing out both polarities here. Like, you might resonate as more of a feminine is what I'm getting, but you're showing people that it's like there was a message I did yesterday. It's like, it's time for the masculine to really come forward and show that it has a role to play. Like, it's part of this balance equation. Something about Mercury and the alchemical process, which is really interesting. This is like high concept stuff, guys. This is really big stuff. So it's pretty amazing the work that you're doing here, I must admit. And you're just going to continue to inspire people. And the more that you embody this new identity as the leader in your life, as somebody who has this new perception of themselves when it comes to their skills, your confidence in your skills and your knowing that you can solve problems as they come up. You have a lot of experience here. There's a lot of wisdom, and you can trust in the divine. That knowing is going to allow you to kind of relax a little bit and relax into the process. Life's just going to become more enjoyable. Your energy, your aura, right? It's going to expand and get better and better. It's going to become more and more attractive. And you're going to be inspiring people in a big way. You're going to be inviting other people to come and share your vision. They're going to see what you see. And if you've been in a position in the past where you've almost been fighting with life because other people don't see what you see, the work that you're doing now is really important because you're tapping into your own energy, you're detaching, you're working on yourself. Potentially the self-care and everything's going to be really big as you continue to do this emotional work and let go of an old way of doing things, an old process, that old familiar feeling of juggling things when you really don't need to anymore. The self-care as you do that is going to be really important because this is just pouring into your own cup. It's just filling up your own energy. And you're going to get all the help you need. I mean, King of Swords, King of Wands. Like, these people don't do everything themselves. They delegate. They have help. You know, they inspire other people to see the vision. Like, there's other people around you that are going to want to help you. They're going to get a lot out of it. It's not just you taking from other people. Like, there is going to be help around you, and they're going to be getting a lot out of it. It's symbiotic is what I'm getting. Stellar gateway activation, infinite potential, manifestation vortex. It really confirms what I'm saying. Like, you're creating a manifestation, a manifestation vortex by paying attention to yourself and pouring your energy into yourself. Pulling your psychic energy, your creative energy out of this Two of Pentacles in reverse situation, which, yes, requires change and forward movement and moving on and doing the emotional work. But this message is saying, like, there is so much on the other side for you here. There is so much on the other side as you continue to do this. So really big confirmation here that you are moving in the right direction. Just keep moving at a healthy speed, you know, in a way that feels good, because what we're doing right now, and this Ten of Wands is saying that you're really close. You're actually really close. But this work that we're doing right now is a different kind of work, right? And it's paying off in a big way. It's paying huge dividends. I get the Wheel of Fortune. This is too many cards, actually. I'm just going to say that I get the Wheel of Fortune and leave it there. But I did say there's a lot here for you. I did say there's a lot on the other side of this, and like 20 cards came out. The Wheel of Fortune right on the top. So, you know, going back to what I was saying, like, this was planned for you. It has something to do with your money and feeling independent because you're pouring all of this energy into yourself and it's actually reflecting in your external reality. You're creating a physical position for yourself. It has no choice but to manifest. And the Nine of Pentacles is another card of detachment. So don't worry about the external. It's just doing its thing, right? And all the experiences that you're receiving right now have been tempering you into the person that you want to be. It was all about your identity. That's what it all started with, is that you had an idea of the person that you wanted to be, which is the mature way to go about it. This isn't just about empty manifestation. It doesn't feel hollow. It's not just about getting this thing. It's about being the person that you want to be. And this is Virgo energy. This is about showing up, being able to serve people in the way that you want to serve people because you have an idea. You have a skill. You have a perspective. You have a way of seeing things that you know is of benefit to humanity. And you knew this before you even came here. So keep showing up in the energy that you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing here. And things are just going to continue to fall in place, and you're going to get all of the support that you need. You're going to continue to get all of the physical support you need, I'm telling you guys. And it's going to be, here's the thing too, it doesn't have to be like super serious. Like, it's going to be fun. Like, it's an adventure. Like, you're going to be the Page of Swords, right? There's all of this new information. There's learning here. You're a King of Swords who's not really afraid to be the Page of Swords again and learn something new and listen to other people, be open to hearing other people's perspectives and being guided in a way. It's just that you have this frame. You have this position for yourself that you've created. You know yourself. But it's fun. Like, it's not all super serious. I do get this, like, Aquarius, Capricornian kind of vibe from this King of Swords. I don't know why I get Capricorn. Maybe it's just because it's the goat up on top of this mountain. Like, you guys are the goat, for real. And I get this Eight of Cups in reverse energy, this Saturn energy. But it doesn't have to be super serious. And you guys have a way of making work fun. I mean, we did get the King of Wands. Like, you have some kind of a way of, like, making this process fun. Sometimes it feels really repetitive. But what I think you're doing now is really enjoying this meditative state. Like, really just enjoying being in that present moment. And you're going to get used to allowing this stuff to happen. Like, I know we were talking about how this micromanagement kind of energy and juggling a lot of things so that we feel in control. I know we were talking about how that felt familiar, but the more that you continue to move away from that and move in the direction that you're currently going, this new life is gonna feel more familiar. So it ain't gonna be a thing. Like, this is gonna be it. Like, it's just for the time being. It's like you're just having to be patient and temper the need or the temptation to go back to an old way or to break out, or it can be frustrating. There could be emotions coming up like frustration, anger, because of a past experience where we were, I'm getting, it's like your relationship with control and authority, because you're stepping into a life where you are your own authority. You have a lot of self-efficacy here. So it's unfamiliar because in the past, you've had to be subservient in a sense, and you've been controlled, and you've had to really do what other people are telling you to do and go where other people are telling you to go, even though you knew in your heart it wasn't for you, it wasn't your path. And there's something that can be said about that. It's like you did need these experiences, and you did have to experience this level of powerlessness so that you know how to alchemize it and move out of it. I mean, this is part of your skill set. You're somebody who knows how to take their power back and be their own leader. Like, you understand the process. You understand how it feels. You understand what kind of action that you need to take. You know how to work on your belief systems and trust the process so that it becomes a knowing. You know how to do all of this stuff because of this past experience where you've had your power taken away. But now you're moving into a position where you are your own authority, which can feel a little bit new, but it's sick, really. It's great. It's great. There's so much love here. Going back to what I was saying, like, as you relax into this new identity, you start to feel more like you can open up, offer yourself, speak from the heart, feel a little bit vulnerable and just go with it anyway. Take action from that place. Take action from a more intuitive place. Take action, as the King of Swords, it's like, well, this doesn't logically make sense. But now, as this Knight of Cups, I'm going to do it anyway. It doesn't logically make sense, but I'm going to do it anyway because there's something in my heart. There's something in my heart that is telling me, I'm getting like, bring me the horizon. Can you feel my heart? Why am I getting that? There's something about that. And it's because you're moving through like a moon energy. Like the unknown. You're moving through the unknown. You're exploring subconscious spaces. You're walking a path that you've never gone before, and it might feel a little bit arduous. But you understand, here's the thing, like, as long as you continue to walk this path and trust, and maybe ask for help in unexpected places, or ask for help in places where you're not used to asking for help, there's going to be clarity here. There's so much clarity here. There's truth here. There's cutting through the BS, really. Maybe there's an old paradigm where, from a place of fear, we're not used to asking for help and getting that support. Getting the support feels unfamiliar. And now I feel like you guys are putting yourself in an energetic position where you understand that, like, not asking for help is kind of BS. And you deserve it. You're worthy. You have a lot to offer. You know, you're here for a reason, and you're making really positive change in the world. You know, the world really needs you right now. So keep going within is what I want to say. Like, keep doing this inner work, and because it's all of this is being found within you. And it's like magic. It's like what I was saying earlier. You understand that you don't have to perpetuate an old cycle of juggling and taking a lot of action. It's like when you start to find these places in your own being and shine a light on these shadow aspects and feel them and integrate them and understand what kind of a purpose they were serving, and then saying, look, like, I don't need you anymore, and I thank you for keeping me safe, but I'm in a new position now, and you know, in a way, it's like I have this conscious awareness of you, so it's always there if I need you. Probably won't, probably don't need the fear, but you know, like, I have this level of understanding now, so I'm moving into a new chapter of my life, and you understand that by going through that process and doing that work, things rearrange themselves like magic. People change like magic. You know, as soon as you really try to just see the best in people and let go of the old story, you know, people change. It's like the whole thing shifts in a way that is completely unexplainable. It's like magic. And this is your sovereignty. This is your freedom now. This is how you attain that level of freedom, is by going within. And having the courage, having the bravery, like you've been doing, to continue to go within and find these parts of yourself and sit with them and have these conversations and just be the observer. And ask these parts of yourself, you know, what are you trying to show me? What do I need? What is here for me that I need to learn? Because this is the journey of soul remembrance. Like, this is what it's all about, really. This is the journey of soul remembrance with the Wheel of Fortune. And you're letting these cycles, these experiences temper you into the person that you really want to be. And you're getting your freedom back. You're getting your sovereignty back here. It's beautiful. So with that, I'm totally going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for sharing the space with me, and thank you so much for doing this amazing work and showing up and supporting me every day. I really appreciate it. So with that being said, I totally cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. Love you guys so much. Bye bye.